Hello. This next video will discuss pronoun case. What is pronoun case? And it will give you some rules and explanations of pronouns and how they're used in sentences. Now, a pronoun is a word that replaces a noun. For example, Jim was late for work this morning. He slept in again. So in this case, he is the pronoun because it's replacing the noun Jim. So you use a pronoun so you're not repetitive. Or in this next example, the baby grabbed the toy and threw it on the floor. It is the pronoun because it's replacing the word toy. You don't want to say the baby grabbed the toy and threw the toy on the floor. So you don't, to not be repetitive, you would use pronouns. So personal pronouns take on different forms or cases. This is why it's called pronoun case. Depending on how they're used in sentences. Now, pronouns can be subjects, objects, or they can be in the possessive form, and I've explained each with examples. Subject pronouns act as the subject of verbs. Pronouns used as subjects are always in the what's called the subjective case. So take a look at this chart here. Subject pronouns, we've got singular and plural. And you've got the first person, the second person, and the third person pronouns. The singular first person is I, the plural is we. In subjective pronouns, second person, singular you, plural is you. It stays the same. And the third person in subject pronouns, singular is he, she, it, and the plural of he, she, it would be they. So let's look at a few examples. I am really hungry right now. So in this case, this is in the subjective form. I is the subject of the verb am. So I is the pronoun in subjective form. They promised to meet me at 9 o'clock. They is the subject of the verb promised. So it's in the subjective form, this pronoun. And he and I are going to play tennis this afternoon. Are going is the verb. He, I are subjects of the verb, and they're both pronouns. Okay, so they're all in the subjective case because they are the subject of the sentence. Now, what are object pronouns? Object pronouns act as objects of verbs or of prepositions. Now, if you're not sure what an object is or a subject, please look at my videos carefully because I do have a video on each of them. Pronouns used as objects are always called the objective case. So here are object pronouns. We've got both singular and plural. In the first person, the singular is me, but the plural is us. In the second person, the singular is you, and the plural stays the same. And in the third person, the singular is him, her, or it, but the plural would be them. Okay? And let's look at some rules here. When a pronoun receives the action of a verb, an object pronoun should be used. And let's give an example, because sometimes rules are confusing, but examples help to clarify. Joey threw the ball at him. Okay, Joey is the subject. The verb is threw. He threw the ball. Where did he throw it? At him. So him is receiving the action of the verb threw. So that's why it's in the objective form. Him tells who was thrown the ball. So him, it's in the third person of an object pronoun. It's no longer taking a subjective form, it's objective. In this one, Sarah loves pizza for a snack. She eats it, referring to the pizza, at least once a week. It is receiving the action of the verb eat. So as soon as something receives the action of the verb, and it becomes the object of the verb, so it's in the objective form because you're telling the reader what Sarah loves to eat once a week. Okay, next, when a pronoun is the object of a preposition, you're also using an object pronoun. Examples of pronouns, actually of prepositions, I'm sorry, that shouldn't say pronouns. That should be examples of prepositions are, and here are some of them: to, in, of, over, with, at. There are many, many prepositions. And again, I have a video on prepositions if you'd like to look at that, because prepositions do begin prepositional phrases and they're important to sentences. So please give this book to him. To is a preposition. There's your prepositional phrase. So you need to use the objective form following the preposition. So him is the object of the preposition to. I packed cold pizza and chips for the children. For us, I packed cheese and crackers. Your preposition is for. Your prepositional phrase is for us. And us is the preposition. And it is the object of the preposition, for us. So you would use the objective case here as well. And when the preposition to or for is understood, you must use also an object pronoun. So let's take a look at this example. My friend handed him the new book. So you're implying to him, although you're not saying it. So my friend handed to him the new book. So you need the objective form because it's a preposition understood. Sarah made me a lovely birthday cake because it was my 30th birthday party. The preposition for is understood. Sarah made for me a lovely birthday cake. So you'd use me. You wouldn't say Sarah made I, because you're the receiver of the action. So it's no longer the subjective form. All right, and then one other example of using the objective case is pronouns that are subjects of infinitives. So an example, we wanted them to help with the move as soon as possible. This is the infinitive, to help. Any verb that has the word to in front of it, to run, to jump, etc., is an infinitive. And there's something on infinitives on my website as well. There's a video on them, a quick video. We wanted them to help, so them is the subject of the infinitive. So these are all objective case pronouns. And another type of pronoun is possessive pronouns. And, possessive pronouns demonstrate that something is possessed or owned. So review the following possessive pronouns, possessive form of personal pronouns. In the singular, you've got my and mine. The plural is our and ours. Your and yours is possessive. In the singular, the plural is the same, your and yours. The singular third person is his, her, hers, and its. And the plural of that would be their and theirs. So I've given you some examples to help you. If you want an extra scarf, you can use mine. Mine means it belongs to me. It's possessive, so you have to use the possessive pronoun. You can't say use my or use me. It's mine. It means belonging to me. The second example, the cat caught its tail under the fence. Its means the tail belonging to the cat. It's possession, so it's the possessive pronoun. And the last example, the gardeners left their tools in our garage. Their tools means the tools that belong to the gardeners, so it's a possessive form. So I want you to note that there are no pronouns, no such pronouns as his self or their selves. No such words. And possessive pronouns also never contain apostrophes. So let's take a look at this. Whose and whose. Those are homonyms. And I have a video on homonyms as well. Which of these is the possessive form? Well, in this one, I asked him who's responsible for unlocking the door. That is not possessive. That's a contraction meaning who is. But for the possessive form, I am not sure whose book this is, means who does this book belong to. So this second example is the possessive pronoun right here. And another example I included was its and its. Which one is possessive pronoun? Which one is the homonym? It apostrophe s is the contraction. The apostrophe means it's two words. It means it is. It is. This its, its, means the possessive pronoun belonging to it. So two quick examples. I think it's too late to call them now. As soon as you put the apostrophe in, it means it is. In the second example, the flower has lost its petals, meaning the petals belonging to the flower. So this its is the possessive pronoun. You would not use an apostrophe. So that's just a quick review and with some rules of pronoun case and what is the difference between subjective pronouns, objective pronouns, and possessive pronouns. Thank you so much. There are a number of pronoun videos that I have outlined for you because there's a lot to learn on pronouns. Thank you so much, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.